Hello everyone, welcome to our weekly review. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe and push the bell notification button so that you'll always be notified when new stock reviews are available. I am Troglodidi from Simple Trade, and today we will talk about the current market situation, some active stocks and the reason for their movement, what can be expected in the future for the OTC, and how one should act during these times. It is clear that the market is rather trying at these times. Some stocks have had a hard time going up, others gradually decreasing in value, and all in all, one might say that it looks as if the end of the OTC is near. But it is quite the opposite. It is natural that things that go up eventually go down, and vice versa. The secret is being an educated trader, one that knows and feels the market, one that does not act upon impulse. The key to do that, as mentioned before, is finding yourself a teacher, and a good one. Consider looking around in the Simple Trade community. You might just find something that might help you with that. Let's talk a little bit about stocks that moved either up or down this week. Our first stock is UBQU. The stock increased its value from 0005 to 0008 during the past week. Let's understand the reason for the rise. If you have not yet watched the stock review about UBQU, I strongly recommend doing so now, so that you will be up to date with the whole story. The link is in the description. The CBD company, after a long waiting period, finally became pink current this Thursday. In the same tweet announcing the tier upgrade, the company also stated that news will be released Monday. We are now OTC current with great plans for growth. News on Monday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. This is what people are waiting for. And thus, the strong rise that same day. Off to our next stock, FBCD. This stock decreased its value by 50% in one day. Let's understand why this has happened. This is a pink current company. If we look in the filings, we see that this is also a shell company, and as it looks, quite a clean one. The company is actively seeking a reverse merger and is being managed by Crisa Management, one of the custodian groups. On the 10th of September, the company announced that it is in the final due diligence stages regarding the merger candidate. FBCD is moving forward, doing final due diligence on two separate merger companies. Both are solid choices, but we are being extra careful with this one. This has caused the beginning of the rise. It then announced in the Twitter of Crisa Management on the 30th of September the following. We have executed a letter of intent with a merger partner for FBCD. I am introducing them to their new attorneys and accountants, and they are doing their final due diligence. That brings us to the reason for the fall. On that red day, the company stated that it has extended the letter of intent. We have extended the letter of intent for FBCD. The operating company is being audited right now, and we are trying to determine if the shell can be audited soon enough to meet their needs. We will inform you as soon as we receive a verdict, which is basically postponement of the merger announcement. This has caused the huge fall that same day. This could become very interesting soon, as the stock fell quite low, while it is still awaiting a merger. Off to our next stock, JPEX. The stock recently decreased to as low as 0.22. Let's see why. If you have not watched the recent video about JPEX, I suggest you do that now. You can find the link in the description. On the 1st of November, the company released a press release. VMOS Technologies Ltd. makes inroads in cybersecurity sector in agreement with a Fairfax Financial Holdings company. Fairfax Financials is a 14 billion holding company in the investment management and casualty insurance and reinsurance sector. Then, on the 10th, another press release. Notice to disregard. VMOS Technologies Ltd. retracts press release issued on November 1st regarding agreement with a Fairfax Financial Holdings company, stating that an updated press release will be published when and if fully approved by all the impacted stakeholders. That caused the fall that same day. Thereafter, we see somewhat of a recovery. This is due to Alpha Ridge's tweet stating that there were no issues with JPEX Merger Corporation or the published contract. The issue is parties' agreement on press release timing. Off to our next stock, FTXP. The stock increased its value by 50% this week. Let's understand why. This is a pink current company concentrating on the oil and gas sector. In its description, it states its strategy: generate high-impact oil and gas exploration projects, invest in hydrogen and geothermal projects for a low-carbon future through its new Energy Ventures division by identifying areas where we can contribute to a viable, realistic and balanced future energy mix. The company is active and constantly putting out press releases, with the last one being a positive outcome from a survey made in one of the company's working areas. Phase 1 of the geochemical survey conducted over the company's project area has shown encouraging results, with oil and condensate sourced anomalous propane concentrations in soils. One day after the press release, the company tweeted an article from Yahoo Finance. Crude oil is back and it is not going anywhere. An article discussing the growth importance of oil, even in a green future. Such a feed by an industry so entrenched into our existence could surely secure its position even in a green future. This is good news for the company, which started climbing as a result of both the press release and the article. Now off to our last stock for today, LIGA. The stock rose 100% this last week, and the reasons can be seen in our stock review made a couple of days ago. Please refer to it for the full story. The link is in the description. Last Thursday, the company released a press release encompassing its recent achievements. Revenues of 8.5 million, net profits of 4 million, tax loss carried forward of 3 million, proceedings with lawsuit to cancel 140 million shares, and a showcasing of the first plastic bottle cabin at Buck Lake Ranch and negotiating deals to build homes. LIGA made an investment in Forever Board, concentrating in the sustainable home market, as well as checking possible opportunities in the RV and manufactured homes market as well. That helped the stock continue its rise that same day, but inevitably, the stock also took to the market's trend and its value decreased. That concludes our stocks for today. As for the OTC, we see how the market behaves, and those here long enough know that the movement is periodical, so we must be on the lookout for the best opportunities. Failure is not an option unless you decide it is. You do not fail until you quit. Be vigilant, constantly work, and look for the bounce back, which seems closer and closer. That will be all for today, folks. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe and join our Discord community of Simple Trade. I wish us all a successful and lovely week.